EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Sentinels of Toronto.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings.
Even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games ever.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
The give to Peterson out of the gun.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing on first down. Payne. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Payne. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And a huge play that time. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence.
Yeah, he'll find Hall.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Payne.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Payne. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll run on 1st down. Black. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Payne. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The numbers for Addison in last week's ball game. 5 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, This defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake. Payne. Throw left side complete. That's Black. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Sentinels lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw.
Hall has it knocked loose.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play on this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35, here's second down and 8.
Back to throw. Payne. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down. Payne. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They'll try the left side. It's Black, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Black. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Payne. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Thomas. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Payne. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Back to throw. Payne. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Sentinels take a 3-touchdown lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Payne. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Complete on the crosser to Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Payne. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Take it in at the 22.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They went backwards for the safety last time they had it. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover, and now they'll begin with a 1st and 10.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Payne. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is caught.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Lawrence going to throw again.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
that was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. The Packers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Pats seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. The Dolphins continue to make their case to be a playoff favorite as they're able to up their record to 7-3 with the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw on third down. Payne. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to let it go again.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Across midfield.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Completes this to Addison out left.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
17 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Payne. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Off play action. Payne. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Black. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw. Payne. He finds his man. Complete. That's Black. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Payne.
And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Payne. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Payne.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Payne. His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Payne. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Payne. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to him on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Sentinels add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On first down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to throw again is Lawrence. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
They run over center with Peterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3 yards to go.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Vikings' 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Payne. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And it's caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Black. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.